All right, somebody give me a little slappy high five. Thank you.
That sucked. Whatever.
No, it was for visual cues. But anyway, what's what's going on? Welcome back. It's another fantastic, amazing, happy 4th of July weekend from the Strikes on the End Zone podcast with Trey Ballard, our host. He's the Parmesan to our, I don't know,
Anything
chicken.
Italian?
Yeah, literally everything. He's the
Think of
secret
one
sauce.
thing.
What?
That's like saying the salsa to our. Oh, goddamn. It gets me every
Potato.
time.
Yeah. What kind of chips were they? God damn it. Anyway, he's the one that ties this all together. My God, just let me do this.
Hey, look, man,
What's going on, buddy?
it's like peanut butter and jelly. You know what I mean?
There we go.
You can be the bread, Wes.
On the bread. Oh, okay.
You can be the bread. Me and Matt will be the peanut butter and the jelly, and then you can be the bread. That ties everything together.
It's your show, man. You're the special sauce.
Like I said, you can be the bread.
You know what the difference is between jelly and jam, right? Yeah. Let's keep this PG.
Since when?
I mean, shit,
The last thing we've ever done is made this PG.
you know, yeah, that's valid. That's super valid.
Yeah.
What's
So,
been going on, man? What's up?
what's been going on with you, man?
I mean, watching sports like usual.
Well, yeah.
Like since everything is since it's only baseball right now. I mean, trying to find some track and field here and there, a little bit of UFC, like we talked about last time.
So,
Trying to get my fix wherever I can.
so wherever that thing I sent you guys, I think was it yesterday about the LeBron?
That was a Pornhub link.
Was it?
Yeah.
Damn it.
It might as well have been.
Might as well have been, because I literally understood about half of it. So what's going on? Is he talking about jumping ship?
No.
He signed-
It's the summertime, Wes. You gotta. A lot of this stuff is clickbait, which it works, obviously. So, but
If he didn't sign the extension, if he went to be a free agent, then he could go to the Knicks. But
well, he
or the
opted into his
Mavs
last
or-
year or so. But I mean, bro, I'm not.
but they just got DeAndre Ayton, which could be hit or miss.
I'm
I mean-
skeptical on DeAndre Ayton.
apparently he's a dick.
He's unmotivated already, and then you put him in a Laker jersey. That seems to put that sort of shit in the overdrive for these
Every
guys.
time I see him, he just looks like an anorexic Greg Oden.
Right. He just doesn't. I just don't think he give a fuck about the game no more.
Yeah, I mean,
After that-
I
after that
always forget
final.
he was a number 1 overall pick.
Yeah, bro. Isn't that Luka draft?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
1 and
we'll see.
3, I
Number
believe.
1 and number 3. Yeah.
Was Trae Young too? And that's what they
nah,
swapped?
he was at what they switched
Fuck.
3 and 5.
Back to
I
just,
think that was Marvin Bagley that went.
yeah.
But I mean, yeah, no, I don't think he's gonna go nowhere. I just at this point, bro, like what they were saying was when they put out the report of him wanting to monitor the situation because he still wants to win, yada yada. That's just them trying to put some pressure on Rob Pelinka to actually make some moves. Which what did I say before, Wes? This is his job to go out here and build a championship team around Luka and whoever else is on the team. Obviously, mainly Luka, but LeBron, obviously, since he's still on the team, he counts for that. So I think he's just trying to get him a kick, be like, bro, like, what do you like? Even if like LeBron is also saying like, even if he wasn't here, do you not want to build a championship contender around your best player?
For sure.
Like in general,
No,
you know what I mean? Just in general, whoever it is, whether
for
it's me
sure.
or anybody else, like.
But the thing is,
You know?
too, like, if that's really the case, and again, I'm always been a LeBron fan, but if that's really the case, he could have opted out, signed a lesser contract. I mean, but again, that's so easier said than done than turning around $50 million.
Shit,
Like, you're not going to do that. But I'm just saying because, and I don't want to say he, like, holds teams hostage every summer, but it's always like,
It seems to be a thing, though.
Yeah, like he's
makes
like
it a little more
I'll
difficult on
extend
you.
when I know the team's gonna be
Right.
better, and they're like,
Well,
well,
we need
bro,
to know-
you're gonna want a half a,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you're gonna want 40, 50. Like, are you in it so we know what to do with our cap?
Right. Yeah.
So
we need to
it's
know what
kind
your
of like
cap is
that-
gonna look like.
You kind of got to meet him halfway, but I think Rob Pelinka's all in all done a pretty good job.
I think he's been all right. We just gonna see how much what he gives up because he's trying to go get Andrew Wiggins right now to get that athletic wing, and we're gonna see what to give up because I was seeing something where it's like Rui, Dalton Connect, and a first rounder, and I'm like,
I could see Andrew Wiggins being a good pick for that.
I mean, I wouldn't mind him. I'm just not trying to give up that much for him. Obviously, I feel like I know we're gonna have to give up one of those two, but I feel like we can throw in some like a filler player versus one of like. We got to keep either Rui or Dalton, and then the first rounder you can have. I mean, that's just gonna come with it. But I don't know. I don't feel like I should give up those two guys for Andrew Wiggins at this point. But we'll see. I mean,
they're saying the Durant trade's they're adding like 4 more teams, so it's gonna be a 7-team
I saw
trade
that.
now or something.
I saw that, which I
it could
think
be-
I saw where for the Lakers part, it was mainly just them being able to acquire their draft pick that they got in the second round. But other than that, yeah, I think there's a couple other teams that it could.
I'm almost just curious about what Giannis is gonna do, man.
Yeah, because that's still kind of well. I mean, Apparently, he likes the Miles Turner move.
I was gonna say, can you that pumped on Miles Turner though?
That's true.
Like,
I was a little skeptical of that. So I was like, really?
And then they were saying like, how could he do that to the Pacers? I'm like, dude, our best players out next year,
and they lowballed the shit out of him.
Yeah, I'm like, I would have done.
I think they said they offered him like 3 years, 80.
Yeah,
and he got what was it?
He got 100 plus.
Yeah, he got 100 plus.
107, something like that.
Well, speaking of contracts, let's talk about SGAs.
Oh man,
and I don't think like
285
we gotta leave Indiana, go to Milwaukee.
Right.
They're like, it's kind of like,
And also West, a lot of people have been talking about how he's probably had the best year of anyone in the world.
I'm sure he deserves it.
Like, he
He's
might have
very
the best
good.
year ever. SGA. Like you go from
he's
winning,
up there
like you
with
go from winning
playoffs,
MVP, fucking
Scoring
conference final, scoring title MVP, conference finals MVP, finals MVP, record setting contract. He getting over $70 million a year. Like I can't name too many years a singular person has had that's been better than that.
No.
Like that's
his super max extension.
Crazy.
All just to sign Paul George.
Yeah. Is that bad? I don't.
I mean, in hindsight, man.
At the time,
in the time, bro, you got to think, because remember, they broke it down to where you was actually getting Kawhi and Paul George for that package, but it obviously was mainly Paul George. But since Kawhi said he wasn't going to go there unless they got Paul George, you pretty much got – it was a huge package. Like, at the time, like it looked like it was crazy because for one player, technically, but it also technically wasn't. So it was just like –
well, not only that, he was also like he had leverage because Magic was trying to bring him to the Lakers. Right. So he was like, if you don't just do this, I'm going next door and I'm going to be with LeBron. And
so it's like,
and he was trying to fight it, like Kawhi, he was trying to fight it any way he could.
He's a California guy, anyways.
Yeah, he was LA. He really wanted to be in LA, and if he really didn't want to do the Lakers and build a team with LeBron and AD, but he was like, I want to be at home that bad. Though.
I think he, from what I remember, he wanted to be on the Clippers. He didn't want to team with LeBron.
That's what I'm saying. He wanted, like, if the Clippers weren't able to make that move, he would, like, again, he didn't want to go to the Lakers because, he wanted to go against LeBron, but he wanted to be at home that bad. That's when
the stock could have been higher either. He just came off winning the finals and everything.
Oh, yeah, finals MVP and shit. Yeah. And for a second team, I mean.
He's such another one of those, like, what-ifs, too. Yeah, even though he does have 2 rings and 2 finals MVPs, like, if he doesn't have that, just all those leg issues and everything.
If he actually stayed healthy.
Or if he stayed with San Antonio and just like got all that BS behind him, they would have built that around him too.
That would have been so crazy.
Would have had at least 4 more years with Pop.
Easily, bro.
Yeah, because they still had a solid team when he left, but then they saw him leave, and then Tony Parker was like, I guess I'm going to Charlotte now.
Right. For real, like going to Charlotte. Like he was just sitting, I'm sure he was just like, I'm really finna just go keep playing this game that I love.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Just gonna make some money in Charlotte.
Really. Hey, they was talking about apparently Russ. It hadn't been confirmed, but they was talking about on Jeff T's podcast that Russ got offered a 2-year, like $150 million deal overseas.
Yeah, he got offered like Ronaldo money
in like Tel Aviv, and that man Jeff T was like, "Shit, hey, if he don't want to go, can we split it 50-50? I'll go."
Seriously,
he said, "If y'all need an American former All-Star that you just need to promote some shit, I'll do it for 150 M's." He's like, "Look, I'll leave my family behind for a year."
Bro, Jeff T needs to be on a bigger platform. He is so funny, man. Like the stuff that comes out of his mouth, because he's like, he's like an NBA insider, but he's one of the guys. So he like tells like behind the scenes stories and stuff about
and like he, they from Indianapolis, so like it's
like
just,
when he pushed LeBron into the stands, and he was like, I knew I fucked up.
He said, I was tripping, bro.
He's like, he dropped 30 on me after that.
Right? Remember, he said that's why I had to get off the internet.
Yeah,
because I started getting the mess. He said that's why. He said I got the messages. He's like, if he had got hurt, I would have killed you, bitch. That's what he was saying. Shout out to Jeff Nim, B-Hen, DJ Mook, and Malcolm, Mike, man. Shout out all y'all. Eventually, man, we're going to be able to collab on some shit, bro.
Dude, he's so funny.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, so Miles Turner.
Yeah.
Ian, who else? Bane just messed up his toe. He got turf toe now after his first day after signing.
Who, Triple J?
No, Desmond Bane.
I thought that was Jaren Jackson.
Was it?
I thought so.
Let me look it up.
Yeah.
You call it turf toe? Is that what you called it?
Turf toe.
I thought it was Jaren Jackson. Because he just signed.
It might have been, you're right.
Remember, he just signed. That was because I remember. I only remember because he just signed, and he might have to get surgery and shit. Which is so crazy to me because Miles Turner, like for being as big as they are, how you only averaging 6 and 7 rebounds a game? Goddamn, that's what Josh Giddey averaged.
Again, for the uninitiated, Josh Giddey is
7 foot.
Oh, that's it. Huh. Oh, that's it. But I'm saying Josh Giddey's not good.
He played on the Bulls, bro. He's this dude. He was the dude that got accused of fucking with the underage girl that lied.
And he had a high stock coming out of college too. Like he could play. Yeah, I think he was only Thunder for a year or two. And then he got in trouble for allegedly like diddling some teenagers.
Mm-hmm. It did come out. They said they lied about their age to him. But you saw the shit happen with Wander Franco. He actually got convicted.
Yeah.
And the mom was in on it.
Well, speaking of diddlers, I mean,
man, Diddy out, bro.
Yeah, right.
Or he at least he's sentenced in October, but like
he's still in jail.
He beat the big charges, and I mean, I was calling for if the stuff is true, throw him under the jail. But if it ain't true, I can't. I mean, shit. If they don't rule it that way, I can't.
He's a disgusting human, but
Rico's not a Rico, man.
I can't.
You got to see the videos of these people actually just like
dumping
Johnson and Johnson all over each other.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, I'm not
the funniest
playing.
thing.
Dude, how many pornos do you think are already out by now?
Bro, it's finna
be, bro.
The
they
street,
shot
bro,
30
it's the middle of
yesterday.
the summer, bro. The streets is finna be hectic.
Dude,
The streets is finna be
talk
hectic.
about last time when I told you that he filmed a porn with a guy wearing a he was wearing a Jordan jersey and he had a guy and a girl fucking wearing Shaq and Kobe jerseys. Like that's crazy.
That's
the streets
super
is
weird.
Crazy with Diddy out, man. I can't even cap with y'all.
And then 50 Cent said he's the he's the gay Teflon Don.
Bro, 50 is so crazy. It's so funny, bro.
Wait, why he said he's the gay Teflon Don?
Yeah.
Because Diddy a freak monster, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Like he a freak.
He said he's the gay John Gotti.
He a freak
I
monster.
know.
the gay Teflon Don.
Nothing sticks
He's
except
like he's dodging the feds again.
yeah.
He a freak monster, bro. It's crazy.
Well, on multiple levels, nothing sticks to him because of all the baby oil too.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That's
Look
true.
at Wesley with the zinger.
Yeah,
I
see?
know. I'm just saying it works on multiple
Bazinga!
levels. Yeah, that's what I do as a
You
producer.
got the big brain on Brad.
Nice little
I know.
nice little one-liners.
I know, right?
Dude.
So he basically beat the Mann Act, which
He beat the feds. Man.
So, but we were talking that it's funny that they were trying to they charged him for having sex with a prostitute outside the place where they're from. So that was like the trafficking.
I
So
think it's like where the purchase or transaction goes through. You're not
right
supposed to cross
it's
state lines.
lines. So that was it's an extension of the Mann Act, what they got Jack Johnson, the boxer, with back in 1910. Because I remember seeing this because he was fucking this white prostitute.
Oh,
and he
yeah.
traveled across state lines, so they used this act to it's basically it's supposed to be a sex trafficking, but they put it to where like, oh, you paid for a prostitute and then you cross state lines. But I'm like, the way you guys make it sound is that the prostitute's okay, just don't bring it over state lines.
That is
you know,
true.
fuck our
That's
bitches.
real, though.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
You gotta
That's
pump that
real.
money back into the economy.
That's what we were saying the other day. They're like, leave Manhattan. They're like, no, we're going to Jersey.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
no.
that's real though. I mean,
Take
I
me
don't
to
know
AC?
I don't know the intricacies of prostitution,
You
but
promised, Sean.
Bad
but
boys for
I
life.
mean, but
Take that,
that's
take
pretty
that,
much
take
what
that.
it is.
Yeah, to me it's just funny because it's like, dude, you know, we're trying to like keep our hookers safe and we gotta have them pump money and come back into the system, you know?
I mean, that's pretty much.
I'm just saying, you know,
Gotta keep them safe.
gotta keep them
that's pretty
safe,
much how
man.
that went.
If we're gonna kill them, we'll let our people kill them, okay?
No, that's pretty much
like,
how
you
that
know,
went.
that's a Dallas bitch right there. What are you doing cross state lines?
That's pretty much. That's really like.
And you know,
that's
Cassie's
crazy.
crying at home like Woody Harrelson in Zombieland, with just hundreds just like, like
She said
that
that.
poor
She
girl,
said that
man.
settlement wasn't enough.
that
No,
poor girl.
nothing could be.
But I saw that vid, and I mean, again, and like it's one of those things. There's two sides of the coin where they always are like, you know, when you're in a situation like that, just leave. Obviously, it's hard. And then obviously the
Bro,
people
she
that
was trying
and
to
then
go down
peop-
the elevator.
and
He
I'm
caught
about
her.
to say, and then the people,
Yeah.
no, and then the people that say like, you know, it's hard, like, you know, she was trying, like, and she was like, I saw, I mean, we all saw the video, like that
director's
one,
cut.
and that's
Like-
just, and you know, and that's just like one particular instance that was caught on camera,
Yeah.
but honestly, like, it's one of those situations though, you can't help but think, if that was what they caught on camera, what is about the stuff that you didn't see on
Bro,
camera,
he
bro? Like,
was
that's
in a
just-
towel.
that's
Imagine
what-
if he was in some
He
Sean
wouldn't
John
even-
sweats.
he didn't even give a fuck if his shit came
Yeah,
on.
like hold his towel in his private
And
sub.
why-
Imagine being
and
like
why-
flexibility and stuff.
Right, while he was grabbing
think
her
it-
shit and her to take her back down the hallway. I'm just like,
crank kicked her.
that's
Yeah.
that's crazy.
He's whispering, take that.
Yeah,
Dude.
like, that's
I just love that his
He's just running down
response.
the hall, listen to I Need a Girl Part 2.
man.
Yeah. I always just laughed at it, that his like apology video. Quote, I say that in quotes because he never said I'm
and he's
sorry,
like-
I fucked up.
He's like on a cabana. Or not
Yeah,
a
and he's
cabana,
like,
it's not
I fucked up.
Because like, I remember it was like 4 days before he was like, this is he's like, I can't wait to prove everybody, or not show everybody like that I have good intentions. Then he came out and he was like, all right, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I fucked up.
All right. So let me keep it a band with y'all.
The deal's
bro.
this. Yeah.
All right. So this how this went down.
He's like, be nice to your females. Go out, get some Ciroc. Take them out tonight.
I forgot that's how he really made his money was with Ciroc and all that shit.
Sean John, yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't really the music producer part.
I mean, he did
He
produce
did,
a lot of big songs and stuff.
Back in the 90s,
Bad
yes.
Boys, bro. Record company.
Bad Boys, everything.
Bad Boy.
But,
And then he did, I mean, he worked with so many artists.
yeah, but
especially
like he
the
lost that
remixes, too.
that Midas touch kind of dropped. You would say.
I mean, yeah, just because he wanted to be the star, and they're like, no, man, just sit in the booth.
And remember
like,
when
Yeah.
Suge Knight was like, come to death row if you don't want
exactly.
people all in your video. Like, you know what I mean? Throwing shots at Puff.
There you go.
And then what did Biggie's mom say in the movie in Notorious? Who names himself Puffy? Man, I will never forget that line in that movie because I was too young to be watching it, but I remember that line sitting there. Who names himself Puffy?
that movie was so.
Oh, it was crazy.
It was. I don't say it was bad. I
No,
just
it
feel
was
like they
just
could have done a
really-
better.
Oh,
Like,
for
like the
sure.
All Eyes on Me, Tupac one. I was just like, what are you doing?
I didn't even
Like,
watch that. I saw the clip. I saw the trailer and I was like, I'm out.
They just forced that thing.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't.
Oh yeah, because like one Straight Outta Compton came out. They're like, all right,
Because was
Straight
it?
Outta Compton was great.
yeah, because it was done right.
Because was All Eyes on Me? Was that before or after the Tupac hologram shit out there in California
Oh,
at
way
that
after.
concert? So but that's what I'm
Coachella?
saying. But
Yeah.
that started a lot of that Tupac shit
The
coming
Tupac
back.
hologram
You
thing
know,
came out in like 2015.
But that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Remember that started
Yeah.
a whole avalanche
Yeah.
of people doing Tupac shit. You remember?
Remember
And trying
Haley
to
Joel
pay
Osment
homage
in the
to him.
Entourage movie? He was like,
Yeah.
hell, I saw Tupac Shakur.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
He's been dead for years.
Right, and everybody kept trying to capitalize on Tupac
Yeah.
shit for a minute.
But it was just like bad acting.
Yeah.
They just cast that dude because he looked like him.
Oh,
That's
Demetrius
right. That's
shit.
exactly what
yeah.
it was.
He was on like Jimmy Kimmel, and he was like, yeah, it's like my dad used to produce for Tupac, and everyone was like,
Did what?
you guys look identical. I think he was banging your mom.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, are you sure you haven't? Have you done a DNA test?
Seriously. No, I think they actually did.
Oh.
I think he's good.
What was the movie? Was it He Got Game? No, not He Got Game. With that Tupac was in.
Above the Rim?
And
Yeah, Above the Rim, my bad,
Above
yeah.
the Rim and Juice.
Yeah, I was gonna say just watch Above the Rim. That feels more like a
I grew
Tupac.
up on Above the Rim.
What's that?
Above
So
the
I
Rim
grew
is
up
great.
on Above the
Above
Rim.
the Rim
Yeah.
is a great movie.
No, I was gonna say that's
Pain is one of Tupac's best songs ever.
yeah.
He said.
I think that's the best song on the soundtrack. You can say whatever.
No, I'm with you. I'm just writing down. Literally, mark that. I'm gonna do a
Regulators
little
is sketchy and, like,
little
radio
cameo
hits,
song
but-
in that.
Listen to Pain later. It's a
Oh, I
good
am.
Tupac song. Then Thomas Shepard goes out there in khakis and bucks, and they're throwing elbows, and he still drops 15 in 10 minutes.
Right.
I mean, that's why he's above the rim, man.
Yeah.
The name says it
How
all.
high can you get, Nutso?
Come on, man.
How high can you get?
Talk to him. Talk fucking to him, man.
Dude, Above the Rim was so good. And Kyle
I
Watson
mean, it's no blue chips.
Dude, Kyle Watson was Allen Iverson and Stephon Marbury before they were.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch that, like the moves he's doing and stuff.
Yeah, that's what was
Crazy.
fun watching. Like, was it 30 for 30 with and one? Watching. Like,
Oh man, the
Skip to
N1
My Lou
mixtape
and
was
all those
crazy,
guys.
bro. I
Oh,
had
fuck.
the N1. I had some of the N1 tapes in the VHS back in the day, bro. N1
Dude,
was
I used to
crazy.
love those shirts. Were my favorite.
N1 was crazy.
Yeah, fuck the
And
No
then-
Fear shirts.
I had or when we play, I think it was JV. They made us, for some reason, they made us all get the same shoes.
Right.
And they
Same
picked,
shoes?
then they made us get and ones. And I remember they were the most uncomfortable things ever. for
No,
some
yeah, them
reason.
hoes was clunky.
My pinky, like my sock was like Kurt Schillings after every practice.
Them hoes was clunky.
It was disgusting.
Them
Yeah,
hoes was bricks. But
they look cool, but yeah,
They
not,
did. I will not- I would always
not
give
meant
them
for
that.
Nice. Like,
but-
like the outside were cool stuff. Or
Yeah,
like,
not-
just the inside was just it
not
just,
built for
like,
performance.
Yeah.
it's bricks, bro.
Yeah.
That's
So
what we call them bricks.
It
well,
felt like John Rambo's like dipping his hands and shit. Like,
Right, like, that's
just
bricks.
glass.
yeah, they're like,
That's brick
fucking-
shit for sure.
Was it in Hot Shots where he's doing that, but he's
Yeah, he's like making a sundae.
Yeah, he
Gummy bears
yeah.
and sprinkles.
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
So, what I was gonna say, another big thing, and speaking of basketball, Caitlin Clark calls out WNBA pay after Commissioner's Cup win. So she said Indiana Fever star
She didn't
Caitlin,
play.
Right. I mean,
even while
and they
sidelined
were-
by injury, used the spotlight of her team's.
I mean, they gotta keep doing it. Speaking out, but bro, like,
Yeah, she criticized the pay
well,
structure.
you can't fund it without any fun.
If I'm her people, I'm just like, shh, like you're gonna make so much money. Just like keep
Shut
being
the fuck up.
Just keep being the face. Just
And
keep
just
doing your thing.
be patient. The
Yeah.
game is it's growing. People like if you look from a couple years ago at these games to where they are now,
Dude.
it's night and day. Just keep grinding though. You can't like It's not going to be an
Cheryl
overnight
Swoops and
process.
those girls are like, I want to punch her in the face.
Yeah.
She's complaining about pay right now.
It's an overnight. It's not an overnight process.
Like, we got paid like kindergarten teachers. Like,
Yeah,
shut the fuck up.
Like it's just how it goes sometimes. Like it's different like comparison, but for college athletes previously, like now they're getting paid. Guys in the 80s, 90s, you know, early, like they weren't getting paid. It is what it is. It's just kind of the role you got to take on of trying to leave it better than where you found it, like where you got into. You know what I mean? It's
And they
just what
definitely
it is.
have. I mean, it looks.
It's just what it is.
The
Yeah,
product,
did you see-
the product is a lot better.
You
like,
got 20,000 people
Yeah.
watching y'all's
Drew,
games, man.
dude.
Like I don't
you see
understand.
the Dallas Wings, the WNBA, our team for
Page.
here. They sold out
Yeah,
last Friday.
yeah.
Yeah, they sold out American
Pages, I was
Airlines.
telling Wes the other day, I was like, because he was asking, like, you know, like, what's her deal? How good is she? And I was like, bro, she didn't tear her ACL.
Bro,
She probably would
bro,
have been
she
right
was,
up there.
she was.
They did a
she
whole
was
thing
hurt,
on her on
for sure.
ESPN, like when she was coming out of high school, dude. She's
Bro,
just.
she's
I don't say
true.
she's just as good as Kaden Clark
She's
because
the
she's a couple
truth.
of years behind her, but
Yeah.
she can play.
He the truth. bro.
Yeah. No, I'm just
She the
saying, like,
truth.
I just can't believe when you guys have been
she's
calling it
fun
for the
to
past
watch.
2 months. Like women's sports, you've been calling it. You guys have been calling it for the past 2 months. Like
Yeah, it's coming
women's
up.
sports, but especially like the fact to sell out American Airlines. I'm not
my
saying it's
God,
not
they
the
get
huge.
nice, bro.
Yeah.
The women's game, like, bro, they get nice. Like, they for real getting, like, they finna start cooking for real. Like, it's getting to that point. Like, athleticism is catching up
Even-
to just the modern, you know, the way athletes are now, bro, and it's helping a lot.
Even my Jersey girl, Liv Morgan, from WWE, man.
Oh, man, she's
Yeah.
cold, bro.
She's the best.
She cold. Like I was saying, bro, wrestling. I'm not playing, bro. Women's wrestlers wasn't
Rhea
doing this
Ripley,
type
man,
of shit,
it's-
bro. They going crazy.
Dude, it's
they going
He
crazy,
laughs
bro.
at me, but I'm just like, these girls
You
are.
think it's a joke, bro? They out there doing some shit I ain't never seen before. I'm like, Trish wasn't doing no shit like that.
Bro, it's like
Trish wasn't doing no shit like that. I was like, she was out there trying to look pretty. These hoes looking pretty,
Bro.
and they doing backflips on
these
people
girls
and
are
shit.
like Livy Dunn doing.
Yes,
back
bro,
handstands
it's
and just-
crazy.
Yeah.
So what, Trey? What makes you say that? Like, what is like the move that you saw that really was like, oh fuck, how did you do
Everything
that?
now.
Everything, bro. It's just like watching a gymnast in a wrestling ring, bro. That's like, I'm not even kidding. Like,
So
it's just the
Rhea Ripley
athleticism
busted out-
on display.
Rhea Ripley busted out the Razor's Edge the other
Yeah,
day. I don't know
bro,
if you remember
like-
that move from Razor Ramon when he would just put you on top and
Oh yeah,
put a
yeah.
toothpick in his mouth.
There's so many motherfuckers that would
R.I.P.
not
Scott
even
Hall.
dare do some shit like that in the
Bro.
2000s, bro.
Wes is cracking up because I'm dropping all this wrestling knowledge. Dude, we used to watch
None
so
of the
much wrestling growing
none
up.
of the women's roster would have did no shit like that back in the 2000s,
No.
bro.
That's when they were the Divas champ.
Yeah, exactly,
they weren't
bro.
Even,
They
like,
was
the W Women's
You know,
champ.
Right.
it was good. It was crazy whenever they would like hit a bitch hard. Like
Yeah.
that was exciting.
Like,
Now they,
oh, you just heard,
they
like, a
doing
little slap
moves
or-
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, that's when like Stephanie would come out just to
Yes,
like win just
bro.
because she was it, and they were like, "All right, Shane, like tongue kiss your sister and pass it
You
on."
know, no, like
They were
for
just doing it all
real.
for, like, views.
Like it was some nut shit, bro. Now they actually have storylines and whatnot with the women's game. Like a lot of the women's shit before was just like mainly like obviously you know we got live with Dom Mysterio and shit, but like mainly
Dude,
that's what it
Dom's
was
great,
back
too.
in the day. It was stuff to do. It was beefing with the you know with stuff that had to do with the dudes.
Dude,
now they
yeah.
have their own
Dirty Dom, I'm
storyline.
telling
Like,
you, Dirty
who was
Dom's the
Macho
future.
Man's
He's
girl?
so funny, man.
Who?
Dirty Dom.
Oh, Dom, bro. Dom is
'Cause
hilarious.
he always calls his dad Rey Mysterio the deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, he was doing some interview and someone was like, "So, what's your father's best?" Something like this, and he was like, "Which one?" Because he always claims that Eddie Guerrero is his real dad, which is why he has the mullet and the mustache and everything.
right.
He does the frog splash. But yeah,
Bro, that's
he's
crazy.
dude, he's hilarious.
Damn.
Crazy.
I just I knew you liked wrestling, but I didn't know like you were that into it.
Oh, I loved it when I was like in my probably up and through like middle school. I didn't watch it
Yeah.
really in high school, college, or anything. And I just got back
Hey,
into it
man.
like 3 years ago.
I had the ring. I had
Oh, yeah,
everything,
for
bro.
sure.
I had the
Yeah.
Rock.
So-
Stone Cold. I had my favorite.
Yeah, I was a
I got into it, like,
Macho
3-4
Man and
years ago
Stone
during, like,
Cold.
the Bloodline thing.
Yeah.
I think I just got tired of people doing the DDT
Nah, bro.
Remember
We was playing WWE versus Raw and shit.
Oh yeah,
We was
WrestleMania
going-
2000.
on N64.
well,
yeah.
Oh, it was getting hectic in
Yeah.
there. It was so many controllers, bro, because then they got choke slammed through a table for out of nowhere.
We used
He
to
was
set
like,
up,
"Where did
we
this
used to set
table
up
even
like our
come
science
from?"
fair boards just to like power bomb each other into it.
Shit, bro.
That was a good
That's
time.
lit, man. Yeah, dog. Wrestling is that. It's
Mom picked
making
me
it
up.
come
She's
back
like,
for
"Why
sure.
is your ears bleeding?" I'm like, music was really loud. What's
Yeah.
the questions?
It's a different lifestyle we living out here, man.
Yeah.
It's a different lifestyle we living out here.
Yeah, you're like, come on, Mom. I told you to get back inside.
You're right. Like, come on.
30 more minutes. 30 more.
Got to spray down the trampoline with the sprinkler.
We're not paying you nothing to sit on your ass all day.
Grilled cheese break now. Oreo smoothie, 30 minutes.
Man, that's crazy. It's hilarious.
Nah, we're out of pink lemonade. Well, fine, and just get the fucking purple one. I don't give a shit.
Bro, I think it's hilarious as fuck. You know who else? Like,
where are my cutlets?
Jeff Teague, he fuck with wrestling heavy too. He talk about it on the show all the time, bro.
Who's that?
Jeff Teague. He fuck with wrestling too. Hella, bro. That shit is so funny.
No, dude, if you just
tomorrow, gotta bulk up.
once you kind of just accept that it's theater and just roll
bro,
with it,
yeah,
it is a lot more fun.
Yeah, dog. I mean,
dude,
I never take that shit serious.
We used to have the not the soundtrack. We used to have like the double CD thing that had like everybody's entrance song.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's hard.
I used to listen to the DX theme song all the time. That thing was, it's catchy. Yeah. Listen to it.
Hey, dude, what's his name that comes out to Living Color Cult of Personality? That's mad props on that one.
Which one?
Cult of Personality.
Oh, CM Punk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mad props. That's a fucking great song.
What a guy.
Dude, I saw him in some weird horror movie. I gotta look it up. Did you have IMDb West? Pull it up real quick.
I'm good.
I'm good is crazy. Fuck off, actually.
Whoa, what's his name again? Sorry.
I don't know his real name, but it's CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Oh yeah, with his fucking worst neck tattoo.
When the fuck did Will Kane get on Fox News?
Dude, Fox News is something.
Don't even talk. No, I'm off work. I don't work. No, I can't do it.
It's YouTube TV. I'm sorry, it just popped up. It says popular now.
Okay, so let's see. His name's CM Punk. His real
Phil
name is
something.
Philip Jack Brooks.
Yeah.
All right.
And he's in this like weird horror movie where he like hooks up with this girl who's like the neighbor.
Revival?
And then, like,
No, that's a series.
I don't know how many movies he could be in, dude.
Well, no, he's in a lot of series, but I don't see anything.
I'm pretty sure he won a Razzie for it.
Rabid?
Whatever. If it's a movie where he bangs young girl and monsters come out of a wall, that's it.
Whoa.
It's like the stupidest plot ever. But yeah, he was in that. Because he left for a while. He left them. I think he like walked out and then he went to AEW, but he's been gone for 13 years and just came back like
Yeah, because
like 18 months ago?
all this just been
Yeah,
going back
it
for a
was like-
while.
he was the guy. I mean, I didn't ever like that's the part where I wasn't watching that time period. But yeah, apparently he was like him and Cena like were the guys in Orton. I love Randy Orton too.
One of my old coworkers, Hunter, he still fucks with wrestling like super duper heavy.
Dude, it's entertaining.
Yeah,
Me and Wes
yeah.
watched it Saturday morning because they were there in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah.
Or I watched it and glued his eyelids open, so he had to.
Yeah. Like, I felt like I was fucking Clockwork Orange.
It's not that bad. It was entertaining.
No,
Speaking of Saudi Arabia, I'm pretty sure, is that not, no. I thought that was where the next fight night was at, but I think, no, there's
No, it's in Louisiana. It's
No, it's in
Fight
in
Night.
Tennessee. Yeah,
I was gonna say,
I'm just not. No, Poirier is in New Orleans.
Yeah, that's
But
my
there's
pay-per-view.
one- Oh, there's a fight now on the 26th that's in Abu Dhabi.
Who, like, boxing fight
No, it's on
or.
the UFC. I'm just looking at the upcoming schedule.
Yeah, you see, our favorite guy, Jake Paul, now qualifies, right? For the
I don't even know if that's true. I mean, I saw the headline, but
So going off of
he
seeing
hasn't fought one rank, or not one ranked, but like, well, also he hasn't fought one ranked person, but he hasn't fought a legitimate.
So this is from CNN Sports, so somewhat.
He
legitimate.
found some loophole, I believe, where if you fight enough fights and then your weight class and beat guys, like you're
Yeah.
in there, but he's not ranked.
Yeah, because he's at number 14 in the latest edition of its rankings.
I mean, bro,
I mean, technically everybody's ranked,
Yeah.
but I'm
Yeah.
saying when ranking,
To
you're
be
in the top
top-
10.
you need to be top
at
10.
least in your division. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I'm ranked. I'm
Yeah.
I'm 1,000,000th and 10.
right, to truly like actually matter. You
Yeah.
should be top 10. You know, so that way you can work your way to that number one.
Yeah, and I think everyone. I didn't watch that, but I'm pretty sure everybody saw that was going to go the way it goes. But I don't think anyone really cares about boxing until September.
Yeah, exactly. Also, there is a early line out right now already for UFC 319. Duplessis and Chimaev, Khamzat, and Khamzat is a -180 favorite right now. Which is about almost over
Really?
a month out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm over here. I was just trying to look and just like
Shurkas
see.
can't he just keeps getting overlooked, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
I mean, Kazma's a beast, dude. Like what he did to Robert Whitaker and what he did to. I mean, I will say this though, Usman gave him a good fight on
Oh yeah,
2-3 weeks notice.
Oh yeah.
Before I think that was the last fight he had before he won his last one. But yeah, I mean, he's still. It's gonna be a good fight, dude. I'm excited for that
Yeah,
because they've been building him up for a while.
it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see, dude, I hope the UFC gets, I don't say selfish, but impatient and just books Patty versus Topuria.
They got to. Bro.
Like,
just skip over the qualifier fight for Patty.
Because if
just say-
Gaethje wins, then you kind of lose that.
right,
hype
you
with-
lose a little bit of the luster
Yeah.
that Patty's gonna bring. To
And then
that.
Gaethje gets, his third, fourth title fight? Like, again, it's kind of the Oliveira thing and Poirier. Like, how many times I get it, like the 3 or 4 biggest names in the division, but you got these 2 young guys,
that are ready for their shot to try to, establish themselves.
And if it's close, like you do it in either Wembley or do it in Spain, because I think I was reading UFC's never done one in Spain.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Yeah, so either do it in Spain or do it in Wembley, because Poirier doesn't give a shit.
No,
like he'll go wherever. His entrance song was awesome too.
Yeah,
that with the Matador thing, that was really cool. Let's say for argument's sake, it's even close. Then you do a next one. If it's knockout, then you do a like, bro. Those are 2 of the biggest stars right now.
Also, bro, they're doing Noche UFC in San Antonio. I didn't know that for Hispanic Heritage Month in September. They're doing it in San Antonio this year. That's crazy. I've never
gone to a live event. I'll be down for that.
It's crazy, actually. I didn't even think about that. Oh fuck! I won't be able to go. I'll be at a wedding.
Lame.
But it's in Texas.
Got a stomach ache.
I mean, it's in Texas.
Where in Texas?
In Carroll.
Oh, dude, that's 20 minutes.
I know.
Might as well be 5 hours.
The main card starts at 6.
But yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying, man. I just think they should start. And obviously, Dana White knows what he's doing. He's arguably the best promoter ever, next to my boy Vince McMahon. But
really, you're gonna say Vince?
I mean,
dude, look at what they did.
No, your boy. I was gonna say.
I'm just joking.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
I'm not talking about like him.
Yeah,
I was like, the guy's a piece of shit.
No.
He is a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. No, he's.
Yeah, he tried to be like all humanized on that Netflix documentary. And I was like,
when I was like, Kiss Your Brother, when when they were doing the whole thing, because her and Triple H, her husband, Paul Levesque, who runs the creative now, back then, like before they actually like got together in real life, there was a storyline with them.
Right.
And then the storyline was going to be she gets pregnant, and then Vince pitched, "What if we make it my kid?" And they were like,
"What?"
Yeah. And they were like, "That's too far, Vince."
No, dude.
They were like, "Oh, you're wild." And
Triple H like gets Steph, and he's like,
you're like, "Oh, you're wild and wild." And
although they did do like a date rape thing of how they got married. Apparently, like Triple H.
What the fuck?
The storyline, Triple H, like she was supposed to get married to somebody, and then he gets her like drugs her champagne or something, puts her in a convertible in Vegas, and like brings her to one of those like quick things in Vegas. So they had some stuff crazy back then, but anyway.
Yeah, wrestling back in the day was nuts, bro. And like we had no business. Like as young as I was seeing this shit and not realizing what the fuck was going on.
Well, that's
crazy.
That's why the South Park one is so good.
South Park is crazy.
Just had an abortion. I just got addicted to abortions. I've had so many. She's had 7 abortions. She's not even 12. You're going to tell.
Wrestling stance.
Good Lord, that's hilarious.
But anyways, back to UFC. I think they pushed that.
You don't want to talk abortions?
No.
Okay.
We got to leave that alone.
No, I'm good.
We got to leave that alone.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, we're going to leave that one alone.
Definitely not looking at your history now.
Yeah, we're going to leave that one alone, bro.
But like, Pereira's going to come back.
Yeah.
And then we got to see what they do with John Jones, if they're going to, again, if he's going to wait and see what happens with Tom Aspinall. Because I think, honestly,
he's supposed to fight Gane, right? Aspinall is.
I mean, who else is there? Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. That's who he's supposed to fight.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what sucks about the heavyweight, and really in both sports, in boxing and UFC, it just gets tougher and tougher for guys that big.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing, man. It's just generations too, because you think like late '90s, early 2000s, when they had like Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Holyfield, Foreman, Michael Moore, like they had so many heavyweights back then, and then it went back to the middleweights, and that's when like Oscar was the big guy, and Chavez Jr., and then Floyd came up. So it's just, it comes in waves. But yeah, the UFC, again, they used to have the UFC division, or the heavyweight division used to be
crazy.
And now it went, like, again, kind of same thing, went to 155 for those years where Poirier, Conor, Oliveira, Islam, Khabib. I mean, you can keep
naming people.
Yeah. So it's interesting.
Yeah, because literally the only thing I'm seeing coming up next for fighting, boxing wise, is Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, Shakur Stevenson. Both of those are gonna be next weekend. Manny Pacquiao the weekend after that. Then you got the heavyweight Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dubois for titles on the 19th.
That could be interesting. I could see Usyk retiring if he wins.
Yeah.
Or if they just throw some stupid money at Fury for another one because he claims he wants to come back now.
Right. Which he does that shit so fucking much, bro. It's ridiculous.
I think he wants to fight Jake Paul.
Yeah.
I think
he get that money, bro.
Fuck you, bro.
And then Alvarez
he
and
would
Terrence
beat the
Crawford.
brakes off it. Like that would.
I
don't even think they would sanction it.
I think he would have to wait a little bit because he's still in too good of shape to do that right now. Like in terms of just being
I think
able.
Jake's what 27, 26,
Yeah,
and he's probably 10 years older than him or something. So he'd still beat him with one arm.
Right.
So, what was I gonna say? So I feel like we got to ask Trey this one question. The question I asked you in the car on the way over here. So Trey, I really want you to think hard about this one. All right, this is a real.
That question.
Just kidding. No, it's an awesome question. All right.
I was like, I don't think he's gonna take his shirt off, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, the cameras are rolling. Trey's like, yeah, especially now, dude. He's like, pop, pop, pop. All right.
I wish. Not there yet. Not there yet.
Okay, so it is the game aside, Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Forrest Gump wants to go home, and Bobby Boucher thinks Forrest said something about his mama.
Who's winning that?
Who's winning? Who's winning?
Who's winning one-on-one?
I already gave my opinion, but I'm curious to see what yours is.
So who's winning one-on-one?
Yeah, so Forrest is running the kick return. It's just Bobby Boucher and him.
Not necessarily one-on-one, but like, who do you think's like if they come to?
Like if it comes to who's one-on-one in the hole. I mean, just in the hole is what I'm saying. Like,
well, no, well, he has to catch Forrest. So I don't think I think if it's like open field, just one-on-one.
Okay, wait, yeah. So he has to catch him.
Well, is Bobby Boucher going to tackle?
Like, is he going to make the play? Is what you're saying? Or
Right.
Is Forrest going to get by him and just book it down this?
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I would probably go with Bobby Boucher because Forrest didn't really have a whole lot of wiggle. He had straight line speed, but he didn't really have a whole lot of wiggle.
He had Tecmo Bowl speed.
Yeah,
He went, straight.
Once he get going, he one of them dudes. Like once he, that's why he's perfect for kick return because he's like Josh. Like it's those guys that once you get going, like you mostly got to go straight. You gone.
Or the coach
he didn't have a whole lot of wiggle. He
run this way, and he's just like,
yeah. So like, he didn't have a whole lot of wiggle to him to make nobody miss or nothing like that.
Yeah, that's what I said in the car. I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, if it's just them, but like if you bring his mama into it, like,
yeah, he might.
Well, wait, but Forrest could actually, he is very linear. But remember when he told him to turn, he does like a hard 90.
Or,
so as long as,
let me throw a curveball to you.
Yeah.
What if Bobby says something about Forrest mama? Now we got something going.
I mean, he did jump off a boat immediately when it's like Forrest's mom is sick, and he just jumped off the boat and swam immediately.
Yeah, and he was like,
and he did drag 7 guys in Vietnam. That's all I'm saying. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
No, you're right. That's valid. I mean, like I said, Forrest just ain't got a whole lot of wiggle in his game.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, the straight line, like, I mean, if Bobby Boucher takes the wrong angle, Forrest is going. I mean, it's over with. You know what I mean? He gonna take that to the crib. But if he take, it just all depend on the angle that Bobby gonna take, man. Because once Forrest gets going, he got them strides, bro, from a distance. It don't look like he moving fast until you get close, and then he right by you, and you just like, oh.
I just think if Bobby was in Vietnam, the war would have been over in 3 days.
He might have got them up.
I think he would have been like the big tall blue guy and the Watchmen and just
he
let
would
that stuff
bro,
out.
Dr. Manhattan. Bro, he would have said
with
they
his
would
dick hanging everywhere.
In a whole another language. He would have said, I don't even understand what you're saying, but you got me fucked up.
Bro, he would have gone through everybody.
Bro, Dr. Manhattan is crazy. People don't realize. Like,
I love that movie. I was telling myself that movie is great.
My grandma bought me that movie on DVD. I watched that movie like all the time.
I saw it in theaters like when it first came out.
The series was actually good too.
The series was better than the.
Is it mainly following Rorschach or no?
It's mainly following what's her name? Something Washington. She's been in so much stuff. I'll look it up, but it mainly follows her, and she plays the daughter of someone, but it follows Rorschach, and it follows. It's got so many different storylines. You have to see it, but it starts off taking place like back like in like slave days and stuff like that. So they tie that in, and then Dr. Manhattan's in it too. But I don't want to give it away. But there's a twist with that as well. So it all builds up, but everyone for the most part is in it.
Bro, he's a crazy Dr. Manhattan is a crazy character, bro.
I mean, if you like blue penis, then that's the way to go, man.
That's
all I could stare at. I'm sorry. That was like overtook the fucking screen. I'm like, why? Yeah. Why is this happening?
He does a lot of cool shit.
That's gonna bother me now. I gotta look this up.
He does a whole lot of
not
cool
blue
shit.
Penis. I mean, talking about that.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, Matt, like that's what you took from that.
Yep, 100%. So your answer is Bobby Boucher.
I'm gonna say Bobby just because, like I said, I'm assuming he takes the right angle, and if he does, he gonna close the deal. But if he don't,
Regina King. That's who it is.
Okay.
Regina King.
Forrest is gonna be by him in a lickety split. So.
Well, somebody just threw a curveball into it. They go, what if Shane Falco is the quarterback?
Bro, they're going to the championship.
Yeah, right.
Did you see that thing where the Ravens actually asked Keanu Reeves to come try out for the team because he threw the ball so naturally and so well in the replacements?
Oh, I read that. Yeah, dude, that's fucking nuts, and I believe it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's awesome. It's Keanu Reeves.
He's John Wick.
Oh, he's also Duke Kaboom in Toy Story.
All right, now we can just keep going. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's valid.
All right, guys, this was a pleasure. We hit our 40
sir.
mark.
Yes, sir.
Trey's got to go out to the lake.
Hey, dude. You know, we gotta do.
But you got the fresh fit. You got the 4th of July
on,
fit.
man, you know what
You're
time
looking
it
good.
is.
You look real good, man. Don't make all the girls
Man, look, chill out.
All right, guys, it was a pleasure as always. We'll see you next week.
Hey,
Bye.
for sure,
All right,
man.
peace.
Shout out. Appreciate y'all.